Today, we're checking out the brand new Ford F100 monster truck from FMS Model. This two-wheel drive, 1/10 scale vehicle is geared towards beginners with its very reasonable price tag, so let's see if it's worth the money. This truck comes ready to run out of the box with a solid 4-channel transmitter made by FlySky. As always, I wish it had foam on the steering wheel, but besides that, it feels good overall. It has all of your standard adjustments and requires 4 AA batteries. They even have a little cheat sheet for the dip switches up top, which is nice. Also in the box, you receive a 2 to 3S LiPo wall charger, a couple of preload clips to snap onto the shocks, a cross wrench, some decals, the instruction manual, and a bag of accessories including a light bar along with a wheelie bar. The light bar is just for looks and snaps on the roll bar behind the cab once you apply the decals. The wheelie bar could be easily assembled by inserting the included flange pipes in the wheels and screwing them to the wheelie bar itself. The entire thing can then be mounted to the truck with 4 more screws in one of 3 positions depending on how vertical you're looking to go. Moving on to the rest of the truck, this polycarbonate F100 body is officially licensed by Ford and comes in a few different variations. There's a High Roller 3, a red and black body, and then this one which is styled after the old First Blood monster truck. It has a hard plastic front grille along with some decals throughout the rest of the body. It also features a molded plastic roll bar behind the cab along with some body clip retainers on all 4 corners. In the front and rear, we have some nice looking low profile bumpers to add some protection. This truck sits on a set of soft Chevron monster truck tires glued to some big chrome wheels with 7mm wheel nuts in the center. Underneath the body, this truck looks like your typical 2-wheel drive monster truck at first glance. It features a mid-mounted motor which provides better weight distribution, giving the truck a more stable and responsive feel. We have some oil-filled plastic shocks that seem pretty decent. They give you one optional hole on the shock towers and A-arms to move the top or bottom of the shocks to for some adjustability. The spring retainers have little guards built in to protect the metal shock shafts, which is a nice feature. Steering this truck up front is a 15-kilogram servo. The steering links are pretty rigid, so they have a servo saver in the middle. The servo cable is neatly routed to a 40-amp 2-in-1 ESC and receiver that's also made by FlySky. The receiver has 4 channels, which should be plenty for a truck like this, but if you want to upgrade electronics, it looks like you can mount a receiver separately on this flat spot located on the top of the gear cover. The ESC is hooked up to a 14-turn 550 brushed motor that's hidden behind a vented cover. Everything is powered by a thin 7.4 volt 3300 milliamp 2S LiPo battery with XT60 connectors. The LiPo is held in with a plastic battery strap that can be released with this 2-part latch. There's a foam block under the battery strap to keep the battery from moving around, but you can easily remove it to gain a ton of space for larger capacity batteries. This truck is technically 3S capable, but just be aware that running 3S will void the warranty and increase motor temps. What's nice is FMS actually designed a spot for you to conveniently install a 25mm cooling fan right above the motor. This truck should hold up to 3S power with the way it's built. The drive shafts are plastic, but they're quite beefy and seem like they'll last. It has 14mm wheel hexes, 32-pitch gears, and full ball bearings throughout, which are all pretty impressive features for this price. However, the transmission gears in this truck are plastic, so those might limit you if you're looking to go brushless. truck was able to reach a top speed of 17 miles per hour out of the box with the included 2S LiPo battery. So if you toss in a 3S LiPo, you might be able to squeeze 20 miles per hour out of it. I think that's a tad bit slower than other trucks like the Traxxas Stampede and Armageddon, but not too far off. This truck is definitely not a speed demon, but then again, it is meant for beginners. It offers just enough power and speed to have a little fun with. You can pull off jumps, wheelies, donuts, and maybe a backflip with the right ramp, but don't expect anything too crazy from it. You will need a high traction surface to perform wheelies on 2S power. The truck lands well with its soft tires and suspension. When you're driving it at higher speeds and turning sharp, because of that soft suspension, the truck tends to lift that inner rear tire up and kind of diff out until that tire sets back down. Since it's such a light and simple truck that seems to be built pretty solid, I'm guessing it will hold up in the long run to the power it has. If you or someone you know is looking to get into the hobby, this Ford F100 from FMS Model seems like another solid option for the money. Check out the link in the description for more info. I'll see you in the next one.